Hi everyone, welcome for another edition of Cooking at Home with the Caprios. We're here today with Todd English, internationally renowned chef, cook, entrepreneur. Now, Todd was on probation his first episode here, and he just about squeaked by. He got approval. So we're now going to go to phase 2. So Todd, what are we cooking now?
I tell you, getting judged by the judge, whether I'm going to make it. But I think my bracelet never gets kidding. It's not going. All right. So
Todd, in prepping for this, you were cooking some bruschetta in the pizza oven.
Yes.
So let's start there, explain there, and see what we're going to do.
I brushed it with some olive oil, a little garlic, put it in the oven, and you got to be careful. Sometimes it gets a little crispy. If that oven's too hot, we can cut that down. It's just going to be a garnish for this plate. Now, this is one of my favorite dishes. So in my vast lifetime of cooking and traveling as I have done, I actually worked in a restaurant in Tuscany. This is a very Tuscan dish, which is it's like a warm spaghetti salad, and they do it in a hot day like this. So it's hot spaghetti and a cold, beautiful tomato salad. This is tomato season. Look at this. I mean,
look at these heirlooms. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at that. These are just these beautiful heirloom tomatoes, all locally grown here in Rhode Island. So these just are of the earth, of the sand, of what Rhode Island is about, which is some of the best produce in the world as far as I'm concerned. All right.
We all agree on that.
Yeah, it really is true. And some of the best seafood. I love it here. All right. Now, so what I've done is I've cut up some of the cherry tomatoes. I have a little onion. All right. I have these beautiful heirloom tomatoes. And we'll put that to the edge there. We've cut them up. Okay. Now, Judge, I want you to put a bit of love on those for me, as you know what I mean. Salt, pepper, and while you're doing that, I'm going to take the spaghetti and drop it in the water here, okay? I got hot, salted, boiling water. This is a very nice artisanal spaghetti, all right? Dried semolina's pasta, which is I love, and this is what they use over there because it is that wonderful pasta that, you know, has a nice al dente bite, is dried, and is just delicious with this dish, okay? So you're mixing hot, cold, vinegar, salt, all these umami flavors, which are really wonderful, which I really love the most. Perfect, perfect.
He commandeered the salt and the pepper along with the olive oil, just so you know. Okay,
right.
Great.
That's perfect. I'm not worried. He knows what he's doing.
He's got the title.
I know.
That is the profession.
I mean, if you had to make veal scallopini, would you use your mallet? Would you use
the gavel?
Yeah, the gavel. That's what.
The first thing I do is get rid of David.
Right.
Get him off my back.
David, can you run and fetch us some basil?
I'd be happy to.
Thank you, sir. All right. I want you to take this spoon, mix that up a little bit. I'm going to put just a tad more balsamic in there. Did we put any in there?
I didn't put any.
Okay, let's put a little bit in there. I like that sweetness from the balsamic. Okay, balsamic made from the Verdicchio grape, comes from Modena. It's an aged, delicious vinegar,
and
very Italian.
And we have some locally grown, beautiful basil. The aroma from this basil is fantastic. How do you choose which basil leaves to pick off the plant?
I usually like the tender young ones. You know,
so
that really like
the top of the plant
the top
is better.
Of the plant. Well, just for certain instances because they seem to be sweeter. And one thing about using any kind of fresh herb or like this, I always put it in the last minute, tear it up at the last minute. You know, you've been told to when you put it in a spaghetti pomodoro, tear it at the last minute because you smell that perfume, that anisey, that beautiful basil flavor that's just popping out of there.
So you don't clap it. Some people clap the basil. They get to wake up the aroma. You can clap the basil. Give it a clap. Come on.
Right? All right.
Let's show the clap. Right. There, clap the basil. There you go.
Right. That gets all the essential oils out. And there you go, but not too hard. You know, just give it a nice little pat. A little bit of
slight
love.
spanking.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit of love.
Are you done with the basil, sir?
We're done. We're done.
Thank you. Okay.
Amazing job with the basil. Okay. All right. And our pasta is boiling away there. So we're also going to put in this dish, all right, which you also add to this, and I'll show you.
I think we're good with this.
All right. So I took some sun-dried tomatoes.
Yes.
Okay. And this is my touch on it, and I put a little bit of that in there, just to give it a little bit of and sun-dried tomatoes, and I pureed them with olive oil, all right, and a little bit of lemon juice, and this kind of gives it a little bit of like body to it when you toss it, all right. So we'll just put a little bit of that. Sun-dried tomatoes just are intensely, just add that intensity of that tomato to the product, so it's really adds to it. We can toss that around, toss that in there. There we go. And
toss it up.
Toss away. You're just gonna have to toss that. There you go. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, great job on that, Judge. And to this, we're gonna have a little special treat that we're going to add to it on top of this, which is one of my favorite cheeses, which is all the rage and wonderful cheeses of the world. This is a burrata. Burrata, right? Sure. Right?
So you were introduced to this in Tuscany.
In Tuscany, yeah. And actually, burrata comes from Campania, from around the Napoli area, where the mozzarella di bufala comes as well. So,
have you deviated from their recipe, or is this?
no, I deviated a little bit. So they never added the sun-dried tomato. That was mine.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged.
But this is the Todd English Tuscany version
Yes,
of the
and
centuries-old recipe.
And one of the things I always
people have
talk
enjoyed
about,
forever.
exactly. One of the things I always talk about, I love people to, be free. I said, be free in the kitchen. Don't be so, stuck on a recipe or whatever it is. You could put this with a piece of wonderful grilled fish, grilled shrimp, lobster. There's a lot of things you could do with this that was wonderful, and especially, and also eat things in season. Tomatoes are like popping right now.
And you've gone out and found the freshest
Yes.
of ingredients.
Yep. We have one of the local farms here. Yep.
And let the food taste like it tastes like, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the secret.
I noticed you threw the pasta in the water.
Yes.
Was the water boiling when you
Yes,
threw it in?
100%.
And how long are you cooking it for?
I'm cooking it for 7 to 8, 7-9 minutes or so.
Al dente-ish.
Yeah, and this pasta is an artisanal pasta, so it takes a little bit longer. They dry it a little bit longer. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. All right. I need you to toss this.
So you can eyeball that just by eyeball. You don't have to al dente it by the taste.
I've done it a few times.
You can eyeball it.
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes you should probably try it. And those of you at home that aren't experienced, I'd say give it a little bite. There we go.
Wait till you see this. Just wait until you see this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, the aroma is absolutely spectacular. The basil you can smell, the tomatoes.
Is that delicioso?
The heat,
I think we might want
to
put a little bit of this on there. I don't know. I'm just saying.
If you don't mind, I'm just going to tilt it a little bit so our viewers can see it.
A little bit of Parmesan cheese. What do you think, Judge? Is that good? See? And see.
A little bit of pepper?
Yeah, a little pepper. Oh, that's...
Now, if you want a little more heat, you can throw some red pepper flakes or something else on
well,
top, right?
I actually have here, I want to show you this. I actually use these calabrese peppers. I can put some of that in there. Judge, you like a little spice?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll put a little in there. Now, these are one of my favorite peppers. Let's toss that around. That gives it a little kick. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we got some fire in it now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That is amazing. Right?
How am I doing, Todd?
You are. I don't think this is your first rodeo,
What
Judge.
do you think?
You've done this before.
and you serve it right from the. You don't have to replate it and do all that. Serve it while it's hot. Serve it.
Right there. This is the temperature, okay? And if you want to plate it, you can serve it in the bowl, like that. Or if you want to plate it, we'll put a little bit right here, Judge.
Let's do it.
Here, why don't you do it right there?
So yeah, show us how you would,
right here?
would plate it with the burrata.
Perfect, just like that. Maybe give them a little more tomato. There you go. Just a little more tomato on top. There you go. Beautiful. That's perfect. Now, what we're going to do is take this burrata.
I'm just going to move this out of the way if that's okay.
Take this burrata like this. Just cut it like that. Put it on top so you can see that beautiful creaminess in the middle. Okay, this is my twist on it too. Pistachio pesto. Okay, that goes right on top like that.
Oh, look at that.
All right, a little more olive oil goes all over.
And the pistachio pesto is
basil, pistachios, Parmesan cheese, garlic, salt and pepper. That's it.
just blend it all together. No cooking, no sautéing. Just
no sautéing, all raw. All right.
And look at that dish. Look at that presentation.
There you go. Bingo. Oh, and I also like to do this sometimes, which is just again take things over the top a little bit. Just shave a little bit of Parmesan. It's the fresh Parmigiano Reggiano, 24 months old, 2 years old.
So that has a little bit of a grit to it, the 24-month-old?
Yeah,
right?
a little. Yeah,
and here's the finished product.
Wouldn't you eat that all day long?
Okay, Todd is invited here every Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
Report.
That's right.
7 a.m.
I know. They let me out. I come over here, I cook, and I go back.
Here we go.
There you go. Bravo, bravo.
This is excitement time.
Anticipation.
So Todd,
Very good.
is this
Yes.
is this on your menus in some
Yes.
of your restaurants?
Yeah, we do this. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Because I mean, you know, I'm a big proponent of things in season. I believe seasonal food is the best. And you know, when you eat a tomato now, you just don't eat tomato. You can't eat tomatoes like this in January and
Just absolutely
and this around these parts.
Absolutely over the top. It is so good.
So we brought,
My mother Philomena would love this.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
so Todd English signature pasta. We have to name this one now. The first one was Todd's Treat. Any particular name for this one?
Judgment Day.
Todd's Judgment Day. There it is. Todd's Judgment Day. I think you got a favorable judgment, Todd.
And you're getting a very favorable judgment, incidentally.
So far, so good.